Hey, good morning, everybody. Here we go. Valerie, Goose, Angie, Kimberly, my lovely wife, Dex, Craig, David, Mary, Pat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yesterday, whoo, what a big day. I was worn out when I did 30 MA. 30 minutes of awesome. That was my 5 p.m. live stream where I took your request for at least 30 minutes. If you missed out on that, make sure you're a subscriber right there with the monster can first, then hit the bell with the doodads, the notifications, and get notified when I go live. I do that at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. Take your request for at least half an hour. We went well over an hour with the market update and all the requests. Now, today, are we going up? Are we going down? Let's talk about it. And all trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. I may never get this right again. This presentation, intended to be informational, educational, and fun only, is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything, financial instrument or otherwise. Remember, you make your own trading decisions, and if you need personal financial advice, you got to hire and consult a financial advisor. I do my best to give you guidance, but I may be completely full of crap, just like everybody else out there. So, thank you for tuning in, giving me your attention. Yesterday, views on the channel, we were like 35 views short of an all-time new record number of views on the channel. So that was super awesome. Keep sharing, keep liking. Made me feel good to see lots of people watching. So hopefully continuation today. That's true. Like maybe. Let's look at what we got cooking here today. Let me refresh this with the current numbers. We are on Wednesday. Just got preliminary GDP coming in light. Got non-farm payrolls coming in light. Or non-farm employment change, I should say, not non-farm payrolls, slightly different. GDP price index coming in light. Everything coming in light. So, except, even warehouse inventories down. So, we've got pending home sales coming up at 10 o'clock. Crude oil inventories, that happens every week. And we'll see where we're cooking here. Tomorrow, not a whole lot. We got core PCE, that's Powell's favorite number. I mean, not a whole lot, but maybe the most important number for Powell coming out tomorrow. So this could be a big market mover right here. This one right here. This could be the next catalyst for a big up or a big down. Today, not so much stuff. I mean, not so much news. We may get continuation. We may pause. We may retrace. We'll look at the chart here in just a minute and talk about it. We may get some squiggles. So, all right. Let's see. 40,000. Good grief, Sledge. Back and forth to New Orleans all the time. Jet setter. Anyway. Good morning. Muku, Donald, Dan, Andreas, Sledge, Goose. Welcome, everybody. Philip, Michael. Love having the people. If you want to chat with these fine folks, make sure you subscribe. Hit the button down there. I guess it's all the way over on the other side, but, way on the other side. Hit the little green logo on the screen. Be a subscriber. You can chat just a few seconds later. If you're watching this later, after I'm no longer live, you have to leave a comment down below. And while you're doing that, you might as well expand out the description of the video. Click the link in there. $5 gets you in my Discord server where we can talk all the time. So, all right. And Friday, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and then Canada's GDP right there too. Then ISM manufacturing 10 a.m. on Friday. So we got some news, few economic news items hitting the rest of the week. Next week, of course, holiday week, bank holiday in the United States for Labor Day in Canada, excuse me. Some people don't like it when I say it, Canada. And then we have relatively benign kind of the rest of the week. Yeah. So we've got the holiday week and relatively benign rest of the week. Rocking into the first week of September. September 1st, coming up on Friday, and then where do we go from there? We'll see. September, historically, we were talking about this last night on 30 minutes of awesome. And I don't know where I did with the chart. Oh no! What did I do with it? I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna have to grab it out of my... All right, I can grab it out of Discord. Hold on, 2 seconds here, 3 seconds. Well, a few seconds. It's a pinned message right there. Open browser, pull it over, and right here, seasonality for the S&P 500. Let's make it big so we can all see it. Well, too big. Too much sauce, son. All right. August. We tend to get a pop. Right there. Look. Zoom that baby up a little bit more. And pull it down. And pull it over where we can see it. This one's August right here. See that little pop into the end of August? What are we doing? Now, the rest of this may or may not be representative of what's happened, but we're getting a pop. This is a seasonal pop into the end of August. Now, we may get some chop in the first bit of September, but we also tend to make a big rip in September and retrace it all the way back out, plus some. So be careful out there. We may see this, and we may see this. All right. That takes us into October, where we usually set up the rally into the end of the year. Oh, got my mouse in the wrong spot. Sensitive thing, quit. There we go. Golly, sometimes confusers, too helpful. Anyway, we've got this is October, this is September, this is August. So if you're losing track of the months here, I got it zoomed in. So this is a 20-year average rally thing. We typically see this nice big fat rally here into the end of the year on the S&P 500. Just 20 years seasonality. All right. Some years we don't do it. I mean, it's just a fact of the market, right? Does what the market does, does what the market doesn't does. So, this is in Discord. If you're in Discord, I can post these again. They're pinned, I'm pretty sure, to the Trader Talk channel. If you don't see it, just hit me a tag after I'm done and I'll repost it. But I have one for the NASDAQ, one for the VIX, one for S&P. So there you go. Just a 20-year seasonality. And I got it from conveniently stolen from equityclock.com right there. All right. Anyway, let's talk about what's moving today. IWM, if you're an opening bell alerts member, it didn't move overnight. It's been smeared up over the overnight action, smeared it up. I'm not looking for a trade today. Just, it's not the best of the best. And jumping over to the S&P, let's talk about it. Simple chart, daily closes. I've aptly named this the simple chart. It's just based on the daily closes. We are at the orange box. I gave you, 75% likely that we would go from where we were right down here on August 18th. I said, a day or two later, I said it was highly likely we would rally right to this orange box as the next thing we did. And we got a little volatility, and that's where we went. Now, we are at a crossroads here. The market can turn down from this orange box. It could turn down from the top. It could turn down from right where we closed. It can turn down and make another move. And that would put us right into the daily roadmap line. This is a classic market pattern right here. We dropped. We did a 618 retrace. And we may drop again, the same proportion, the same size as this drop we did right here. That's where that size of that comes from. It's an echo in the market. That's what I call it, an echo. When we do the same sort of move twice in a row, or, not necessarily in a row, but we do the same sort of move twice, did it once, pause, do it again. All right. These are market echoes. They occur all the time. They're just repeating patterns in the market. One of the things I look for, one of the things I trade. Now, if, here's the big thing. If we can break above this orange box, talked about this a few mornings now, like giving you a heads up. If we get above that 45 area, we are likely headed on up to at least 46.50, if not 47.25. That's going to put us up near the all-time high, which is right up here at this red line right up here, right near 4,800. And we could break out and make a new all-time high. So there you go. That's the path. All right. We have this right here is a greater than 0% chance that we turn down here. In fact, until we get above here, the more likely path is that we do a second leg down. Until we clear the box, the higher probability path is another move down right here. Be careful, be careful, be careful. All right. Now, if we can make some squiggles and get above the box, do a retrace, hold a higher low, game on. All right. That's another potential that we see. I could kind of draw this out here a little bit, that we see maybe a push up here. It seems like we're going to go. Then we crush it back down. We do like a 618 retrace. Right there. Right like that. And then we bounce. That would be a measured bounce, a nested measure bounce even. And we may see a bigger move than even these fib lines right here. That is a potential pathway right there also. That we come up. Seems like we're going to go. Oh, we fail. Come right back down. Seems like we fall short of getting down here. We bounce. That's a bullish pattern that's also cooking in here when you look at the little micro in the futures. When I look at the micro moves that we've had, the micro machines. Anybody remember micro machines? I had quite a bit of them. Little bitty cars and planes. And anyway, let me know in the chat if you remember micro machines. All right, what's moving today? What's moving today? Got the S&P right here. S5FI, stocks above the 50-day moving average. Beautiful potential bounce right there. We can come right back up to the top. It's the area where we bounced before. Do it again. Right up to the top. Beautiful. Beautiful potential right there. Yes, let's look at the overnight action. We all know it was super bullish yesterday. So what do we have on the overnight? Well, a little bit of retrace. This can take us back to, now there's a couple potential paths based on what has happened right now. Because we retraced, came up, stopped at the 786. There's the bell. We can do that 3-move correction thing I was talking about on the bigger time frame. These are all similar patterns. So we may see this right here, a dip down into this 44.94 area, possibly as low as 44.90. If we get to here, it's likely we're going to get continuation back down to the roadmap line here on the 30-minute. But we may see a retrace. We don't have to. We may. And this may be a 3-wave move right down into this support area. Then we turn up and go for the extension right there. All right. That's kind of what I got my eye on so far today. So far. And my buddy Tim's birthday. I had it scheduled to send him a happy birthday automatically via text while I was live here. Happy birthday, Tim. His wife may or may not be watching. Anyway, there we go. NQ. Potentially going to do that 3-wave retrace also. 1, 2, 3 would put us right down a little bit lower low, kind of a flat if you're into Elliott wave stuff. I know I'm getting a lot of fibs and a lot of overlapping crap on here. Potentially take us right back and down in here. Might happen. Russell, not very clear. May drift back down to the roadmap line. We kind of did that yesterday, or whatever day that was. Monday and Tuesday, yeah. Did that yesterday and into the roadmap line, popped up. May retrace back down again. Would not surprise me to see, yeah, look, that would take it right back to the roadmap line once again. Echo of the move. Russell's not being nearly as bullish on the daily chart. Not nearly as bullish. We need to get above this zone up here at 1950 to indicate we're going even higher. Break above that downtrend line that we've visited 3 times so far this year. Oil, remember we have the oil inventories, but this looks like we get above that 618, moving up to 82.30. It's game on. Probably add a UCO position. I like UCO better than USO. You can trade either one. You can trade anything you want. I mean, I'm not. Why UCO? I've been trading it for a lot of years. UCO and SCO are the two I've kind of traded. This is ultra short and UCO is ultra long. Leverage instruments, be careful. They don't always follow patterns, but could be a nice pop, taking us up to 40. All right, USO, got to get all the letters. Possibly pop up to 80. Is a bit more expensive than UCO, so looking for a move from 73 to 80 versus UCO, move from 30 to 40. I mean, or 31 to 40. Where can you make your more dollars per dollar invested? Right there. That's like a 33% pop potential, roughly. I go for the 30 over the whatever, 1/8, 15, 12, 15%. Micro Machines were awesome. Yeah, their ad man was like the fastest talker. He had the Guinness Book of World Records speed talk, Micro Machines guy. He was the Guinness World Record holder for a long time as the fastest talker in the world. GC potentially going to break out here. Got to watch. If it makes a lower high, we can go on down again and possibly make a lower low. So we need this to break on up. We need this to break through this prior high. This pullback here didn't make any kind of, didn't really pause at all. It just pulled back. So that leaves us not really a great area for a breakout until we break above this high. This one right here, if you're not seeing what I'm talking about. That one right there. Bitcoin. Potentially breaking above the roadmap line. We need continuation. Fill the gap. We need continuation. Fill the gap on the futures. On the spot market, of course, there are no gaps because it never stops. Came up just into the roadmap line. Pausing. We need continuation. If we can get continuation, we're probably going on up pretty bigly, pretty hugely, probably up to 36,000. Look at the futures, kind of corresponds. We could be looking at that move up to the 38,000 I was talking about. So, a few different things on a few different charts, but here's the one that supports 36 right there. This pullback extension, classic, 34,000, 36,000. So this does come in line with the spot market price. Ethereum here, not as bullish, not breaking above the roadmap line yet. Needs to get its act together. DXY. Oh, slammed right back down to the roadmap line. I thought we might see that. Turn down. This next support level right there. If we get below that, probably going to the lower target that I've been holding out down here. Pull it on across. Been holding out that lower target right around 90, down there in the mid 90s. That could be the next move. All right, stuff moving today. VFS. There wasn't a lot moving again pre-market. Yesterday was like that. Wasn't much moving. Today, again, not much moving. Billions of dollars apparently lost on that drop. And be careful. I've been warning. We could see a ginormous drop off this thing. So don't be surprised. I mean, we went from right near 100 all the way down to 47. Almost basically cutting that 50% loss right there. Taking a haircut. Don't chase this crap. 51% drop right there. Ouch. This thing can go right back down to the roadmap line. I mean, we're talking about like an 80% drop off the high there. 80, 85%. I mean, for gosh sakes, be careful. It's like playing with fire when you're soaked in gasoline. Be careful, please. DBGI. Ugh. I don't like charts like that. I mean, geez, look how far up the roadmap line is. And this is way down here, and it's just been, hadn't even attempted to go visit. I mean, gnarly, man. That is gnarly. That thing can go out of business. Be careful chasing stuff like that. PHV. Just another gnarly chart. Generac looking kind of crappy. May extend lower. I mean, it could break above the roadmap line, but that's a corrective pattern for going lower. Maxion Solar. Just sideways crap. There's a lot of crap on the list today. ADTX, look at that. Reverse split 50 for 1. Reverse split 40 for 1. Jesus, this thing's going to zero. That's a bearish freaking, like, reverse splits are not bullish. If they don't get their act together, they're going out of business. And biotech too. Caution. Biotechs, I mean, I always say it all the time. Biotechs don't follow the patterns, but they're dangerous. Dangerous. All right. Ambarella. Semiconductor, that's a bearish pattern. And look at that, lower low. How low does she go? Golly, the volatility. Probably down to 51, if not 44. 44 would look best with the lower low. Clear this out. Then we could potentially get a reversal out of here. Not super awesome at the moment. MCFT. Ouch. Mastercraft. Didn't they used to be... Can't remember if they either build boats here. Yeah, Vonor. Yeah, that's right down where my buddy Tim lives. It's his birthday today. He lives in Vonor. Yeah, I thought Mastercraft was here. So right there, Mastercraft. Ouch. Says the consumer maybe not doing as well as be careful. That's just a sideways choppy pile of crap though. All right. A lot of stuff that looks like shiz, and I keep almost saying that word over and over because a lot of these charts look like crap. Rockwell Automation. My aunt used to work there. And nothing yet. We're got resistance at that gap down. Big gap right there. That's resistance. Got to get up to it to get along 360, 380. Otherwise, we can have another prolonged period just hanging out on the roadmap line like we did right over here. RA. Ooh, look at that one. Did not do that. It broke down below. Ouch. Opportunity for that to recover, but ouch. I don't know was there news on that one? I don't even see anything. Probably have to go dig that up later. I think I hold RA in the double dip trades. Long-term dividend. I mean, the dividend, maybe they cut the dividend. I don't know. No. Dividend holding in. 14% dividend. I mean, might be a buying opportunity right there. Goose. Might want to check that one out. TXN. And just chopping. Texas Instruments. Just more chop. More sideways chop. Just not going anywhere. Box. Gap down. Might be going lower. That looks kind of... Actually, that... Potentially potentially bullish here. With a measured bounce. That doesn't look like the best pattern for it. This wasn't as strong as I would want to see because we stopped lower, but it does have potential to go up to 37. And this is like Box is like Dropbox, but it's like an online digital storage situation. And not huge numbers. Don't make a ton. Don't blow a ton. At least they're not losing money. Yeah, solid play. HPQ. Ouch. I wonder what HPE. Hewlett Packard Enterprise looking better than HPQ. HPQ looking pretty gnarly. Both reporting earnings today. HPQ is the computer maker. HPE is like enterprise solutions. LI, just chopping around in the box. I do kind of like, unless we break out, I do expect this just to drift back down to the bottom of the box. Just like we've done up to the top, drift down, made it to the bottom, drift up, drift back down. No conviction. Baidu, just more choppy. This one keeps making them morning movers, but just not doing anything. Neither is Baba. Just not doing anything. China having a rough time. And, yeah. Baba may rally back to the top of the channel here, but just doesn't look awesome. That's kind of it that was moving pre-market. And bias for the day, still bullish. Still expecting us to break above the resistance. Don't got a lot to say, but the resistance here at the orange box. I think we're going out to the top. I think we're going out the top and going bullish. But we may do that. I was talking about at the beginning. We may poke up here and then do the retrace, the 618 retrace right back down there before we can get the bigger move up. So that may be the path right now. Highly cautious. This path, almost the same probability as just dropping out right here. Just because this in here looks more bullish. And usually if this is a B wave and we're doing a C wave, this isn't bullish. This isn't like super bullish looking price action, but this in here has been super bullish price action. And that makes me think that we may do this and blast off. So there you go. That's what we got. That's what we got. All right. I'll keep you updated. Come back tomorrow. I'll give you an update. And otherwise, come hang out in Discord. I'll give you updates all day. I do have a thing at 3 p.m. talking about my strategy that has a 100% win rate on 54 live trades that I've published. 100% win rate. 54 trades. 14 months. I mean, is it lightning? Is it coincidence? Sometimes you're lucky. I think this is more than luck when you get 54 wins in a row. 0 losses ever in the public track record. 0 losses even in the beta test. So I'll be talking about that at 3 p.m. on Zoom, not on YouTube. So if you want to come join that, make sure you're in Discord. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.